All right, so I got something a little, I don't want to just say straight up goofy, but this is something that has a little bit of a charm to it, I will say. For those of you that have listened to the podcast, a North 100, you have probably heard us mention some named Brett Frankson. A player in the Victoria Eternal community, or former player of the Eternal community, of the former Eternal community too, RIP. Legacy player, Highlander degen, Storm and combo aficionado. And they're just really a huge influence behind like getting, a lot of enthusiasm behind playing these formats and, going to events and whatnot. So he messages me. He talks shop about Highlander and all that jazz. And he says, I got this deck that I want to see you play some matches with and put it on YouTube. And I was like, say no more, fam. So here we are, trying it out. This is version 1.3, I believe. Updated as recently as yesterday. It is a no land, air quotes, Goblin Charbelcher, Hermit Druid, Balustrade Spy, Undercity Informer. Destroy the Evidence isn't usually one I'd wear. One of the packages that I'd weave in there, but technically it works. It's a no land combo deck that wins a couple of different ways. There is a Belcher kill, which is we have no land, so we must belch. We've got Balustrade Spy. We got Undercity Informer. We've got Hermit Druid. We've got Destroy Evidence, where we basically mill our entire deck, flip over this Narcomoeba, unearth our... Wait, is there no Dregscape zombie? How do we... Wait a minute. Hold on. What am I missing here? We got the Lotleth Giant, but how do I get a bunch of creatures in my yard? Do I have a way to get back this Hogak? I've milled my deck. I guess we get a Narcomoeba in play, which is 1. Bridge from below here, I don't know if it's going to do anything. I guess it lets us get the Gak out. How do we do this? Wait a minute. I guess we need to have other creatures in play because I'm not seeing a Dregscape zombie. I'm certainly not seeing a Fate Stitcher. Maybe I need to get Dregscape zombie in here. This might be tough. Like, I assume you're trying to get creatures in play to do this. There's a Gravecrawler. Oh, we get a zombie. Oh, I see what we're doing. Is that we get the zombie. Presumably, if we mill our deck, we get the Narcomoeba. And then we sacrifice Narcomoeba to Cabal Therapy, which makes a zombie off Bridge from below. We then use that zombie in play to cast the Gravecrawler to get 2 creatures in play. And then we tap the Gravecrawler and the zombie to delve and convoke out Hogak. That gets us 3 creatures in play, which then lets us Dread Return and get back Lotleth Giant. I was trying to see where the other creature was coming from, but I guess that's the plan. Damn, this is wild. This is a very this is faster than I expected. Or it's like more all in than I expected, I guess. Thank you. The Lita Mechanical Engineer deck is built, and I think it's quite cool. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, no worries. That's a very cool commander that I too am looking forward to building one day. I just don't own a copy of any of these Jumpstart cards. Or more specifically, there are like 5 Jumpstart cards that I don't own. The points are Mox Jet, Mox Emerald, so 3, 4, 5, 6, Vampiric Tutor, 7, 8, Imperial Seal, 9, and then Mana Vault 10. Hopefully people brought counter spells. You know, I don't know. It's I gotta tell you, there's not as many mid-range decks in the metagame. Maybe I should play, or in the queue, the metagame of like us playing here. So maybe I should start bringing more of those, because like they're not bad. They're very good. Like I think one of the decks, aside from the whole like not dropping a match with Paradox Academy for like 8 hours, or not 8 hours, it was like 6 hours. No, it was like 5 hours. No, it was more like 4. It was more 2. It was 5 hours. Besides like the Paradox Academy run, I think the Golgari Depths deck like had the best overall record, right? As just like a disruptive mid-range deck, which I guess kind of makes sense. Anywho, I'm playing this deck. I've got to try it out. There's some stinkers in here. I don't know about all the inclusions in here, but also I tried to get a hold of Brett before going live and be like, hey dude, so we got to talk about this Navigator's Compass. Like I understand what it's doing here. It's going to fix our mana. It's going to help our Mox Opal. Because like we only have the modal double face lands here, and our deck is primarily black-green, right? We have some red card. We have a red card and a green card, but like you also just need to work with what you got here. So I don't know. We'll see. The mana, some of the cards, I'm gonna put them over to the side here that I'm a little sus on. It's mostly the Compass, the Silex, the Barbed Sextant, Sylvan Tutor. Sylvan Tutor is probably fine considering how all in we are. I just really don't like this Magic card. I don't hate it on I played Flash Hulk and I didn't hate it with Flash Hulk, but that was also just a list where you played Baubles and Portent and instant speed draw. That's not that bad. Illidamery's Vineyard and Magus of the Vineyard. These are some of the more suspect cards. Having played both the Vineyard effects in the Belcher when we were trying to brew Belcher, I know that they're not great. And then Silex, this card just doesn't do anything. It filters for mana, which might be a little important here. Same with the Compass that fixes mana. Barb Sextant is just bad Chromatic Star. And I wonder if we would just be better served playing some other redraws here, or like Carpet of Flowers. I really like Carpet of Flowers in this style list. So I imagine that's going to be the first card I'm going to add, but I'll take it for a spin and see where we go. Rob Tom, welcome back for the 18th month. What up? Great to be able to catch a stream for once. Mostly have to watch VODs. Well, thank you for being here. It's great to have you, and thank you for watching the VODs. I mean, either way, supporting the YouTube channel is also incredibly important. I know that usually you're supposed to do this plug up at the top of the show, but I've only recently started using this YouTube channel again, so apologies. But like, we're at like, I don't know. We're very close. We're like 20 subscribers away from 5,000 subs, which is kind of dope. Oh, I take it back. We're at 4,969 subscribers. Nice. And Don Chromatic, welcome back for the 9th month. What up? My group banned me from playing Marta Proc. Yeah. I wonder why. Why is that? Thank you for the support. That's good though. That's good. You know, find you a community that'll you know, that'll keep you honest, keep you accountable. I'm going to show you a 7-card hand, and then I'm going to very quickly grab my tea. We're on the draw. That's not good. Speaking of not good, this hand. Hello. I'll be right back. One second. That's a good thing then. Kiefer's watching AEW. He's watching Powerhouse Hobbs versus I don't his name's not Warblow, it's Wardlow. Wardlow, but I always call him Warblow. I'll keep this. All right, we mulled all the way to 5 here. Yeah, 2 massive bricks. Not just mulling to 5 here is 2 massive bricks, but yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Wardlow. 2 very large people. Yoshimaru. Ooh. Malakir Meyer. Just checking, I saw your Discord DM. I don't need a response, just confirming. Oh, yeah. I saw it when I was out and about doing errands. Do you mind if you want me to respond to you right here, right now? I can make it very quick. All right, so DDT messaged me yesterday and said, random format thought. Vintage hasn't been called Type 1 since 2000, and we use the same pool. Would Type 1 Singleton or Type 1 for short be a marketable name worth workshopping? It's a reference to established Magic history for those in the know, yet still conveys the Singleton aspect to newer players unfamiliar with the card pool. Just a random thought I wanted to put out in the world. My answer is no. Type 1 doesn't mean anything to people that don't, like, it means something to a very specific old school demographic. And then like Type 1 Singleton is so lengthy. You want to get it smooshed. Okay, I don't want to fucking cast this card. I really don't want to play this card. You know? Play the Jory Ruins. This card on Magic Online seems miserable. Forest. No, not that one. I might just cut it because it is the because this is just like impossible to resolve on paper. It's or on Moto. I mean, it's probably hell to resolve on paper too. I guess it's a little bit easier because like here's the shit that actually matters. But for Magic Online, you have to like click the ones you want and then click everything else. Like you still have to be like you know. Sounds like a nightmare. This is also a nightmare. I'm going to be taking way too much damage here. I don't even know if I can survive an extra. Yeah, I can't survive the next turn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I guess if we draw like a Balustrade Spy or a damn, we're at 3. That was your turn 3. I'm out. I'm just dead on turn 3. That's my job. Damn. It's fucked. Yeah, this card's pretty okay. No such thing in 2023. Yeah, we can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I have 6 mana, we can destroy the evidence. But yeah, even if we like get an extra turn, we could just kill them. Like we are also not doing nice things. Yeah, that Domri is pretty gross. Ooh. I can Terrarian. I don't think this is quick enough. Like I can play Smashing into Terrarian, but I don't have a second source of mana. I mean, I can cast Llanowar Elves or I can Imp Seal. I don't know if that does anything. I feel like I need a couple of sources to get off the ground. Oh, this is kind of funny. Although we have the Bridge from Below in hand. Does that matter because we have Hermit Druid? We get a Narcomoeba out. Oh, I guess because I'm mulliganing, I can put the Bridge on the bottom. That's funny. Okay, well. I was looking at this hand. I'm like, I'm not. What am I doing with this Bridge? And it's like, oh yeah, I mulliganed. All right. Do you have the kill? Because if you don't, I'm going to turn 1 you or turn 2 you. We're really weak to Path to Exile. They have to evoke Fury. Okay. Oh. You want to see Root. The Root is if we draw another green source. Mana value 3 or greater. I'm going to actually cast this Black Bloom Rogue. Get it in play for my Eldritch Evolution. Then I'm going to play the Caverns. So if we draw a green, we can kill them. Bard class, okay. Not the green I needed. But I mean, I guess it'll do. Yeah, how can they beat a 2/3 menace? My clock is incredible. The green I deserve. Yeah, you know what? You're right. All right, we're back where we started. Green mana. Oh, we could we could get this in our hand to make it a 3/4. It's kind of hot. But we can't actually beat this card, right? Just realized I can't beat Lauren. GG. We can't actually beat Lauren. Yeah, because we mill our entire deck and then they just make us draw a card. Also, they have another. I mill my deck, you make me draw. Belcher beats Lauren? You think we're going to get to Belcher? I mean, we could top deck a Belcher right here, right now. Well, hold on. What do I need? Can I Evo into anything relevant here? To find like a Belcher? This is so messed up. Also, I just realized the... What do you mean audio track not available? What do you mean audio jungle? Do I have anything relevant that I can Evo into? Not really. Get Evo into a mana source? No, we don't really have anything. Wow, the Lauren. It's so hard out here for combo player. Uh-huh. Not wanting to... I mean, they can't attack with this. They obviously don't want to give up the Lauren, so we're at least holding the fort here. Wow, I've just, like, lost all my green sources. I don't think I want to play this noble. Wow, and they're giving us another card? Sick. I mean, how many more disenchants could they possibly have? They have one. I mean, I actually know that they have at least 2 more if this is the same list or a similar list, because they're going to have Bosley and Outland Liberator. Maybe Cathar Commando? Don't remember if they have Cathar Commando or not. The hard counters show up match 1. Yeah, I mean, not that we would do very well against Death and Taxes, but it is kind of funny that, like, this is not a card that D&T really plays anymore, or at least is not an auto-include for D&T. What does giving you extra mana do? Nothing. Let's just play this. I mean, it probably, like, how much worse could this get? You know? They level up their Bard class? Yeah, but I'm already fucking dead. Like, this game's over. So I'm operating on borrowed time. So I have to, like, just try and assume that I can get a high roll. I don't actually think, like, this doesn't matter to me. This also, like, sets up a world where we can just Belcher them in one turn. 3, 4, 5, 9. We go to 10. If I play this, we could theoretically block them. Is it worth a spot in the deck to add something that makes lands come into play untap or untapped lands? I don't know. That kind of falls in the line of, like, playing bad cards to make your, not your good cards better, but to make your necessary cards, like, slightly better. Like, Spelunking or Amulet of Vigor feel like a little bit of a stretch to include. Yeah, I can't beat this, Lauren. Damn. All right. So far, very poorly. So far, so poorly. So incredibly poorly. So far, incredibly poorly. We can... I don't even know if I want to make some changes to this just yet. GG's Wormy. Play the Sultai Turtle. Oh. Need more MDFC duels. I mean... I think on my short list of stuff to add is, not that it would have mattered in that match, but Carpet of Flowers is a big one. Carpet of Flowers, Chrome Mox, right? Do we have Chrome Mox? We don't. Oh, we do have Chrome Mox. Okay. I was going to say, I thought we were missing Chrome Mox, which felt weird. And we aren't. It's just for whatever reason. Alphabetically, it's down there with Jeweled Amulet. Just hanging out. The Teeth. The only modal face double... Wait, the modal double face card? Are we not on... Wait, what's the Teeth? Got the Dread Return in hand? It's a little awkward. How awkward? Is it awkward enough that I mulligan this? We have a creature. Oh, the haste creature? I thought we had it. We're on the draw. So I think I'm keeping this. Like, Chromox seems pretty good on the draw. I do want to get rid of this. Inkmoth? Oh my god. Alright, this is kind of funny. Do I... So I'm not going to... I think this is a Belcher game. So I'm not going to... Am I going to Sylvan Tutor here? I mean, I could play Ondu Inversion, play Chromox, getting rid of Colony Ambush, play Pilgrim, and then we untap with 3 mana, which lets me Chromox, lets me Pentad Prism Sylvan Tutor. I don't get a point to Dread Return, though. Is that okay? Yeah, I feel like the Belcher might be a free-ish inclusion. I definitely want to get Recross the Pass off here. The turn ones for this deck are going to be harder than basically anything else that this deck can present. I can Vamp on 1, so I can go Ambush, Chromox. Like, I think I want to Sylvan Tutor on turn 2. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this Chromox. I'm going to exile this Colony Ambush. I'm going to play this. So we're untapping with 3 mana. And then I can Pentad Prism and Sylvan Tutor. Albeit at the cost of a charge counter. Small sample size, but shoving Belcher into a generally Dread Shell feels awkward. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that quite a bit. I mean, look, I didn't pick this up. Oh, it's Brett watching. Spending way too much. Oh, I see. Oh. I'm not going to read this out loud. Ooh. Okay. So. Go to play Pentad Prism. Neoform into... We can Neoform into Hermit Druid. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to pass. Keep up open mana and scare them. Ooh, what if I have a spell to play to kill your Inkmoth Nexus? An Explorer deck? Oh, around the keyword Explorer? I don't think that there is enough support for that kind of thing. Explorer is more of a... Am I just dead? Do you have the Invigorate or the Bounty the Hunt? You know, not to say that I'm not part of the problem here for what I am doing. Because I am, you know, what I'm doing is kind of messed up. Right? But if we die here, Ketogenic Growth is not lethal. Like, this is a pretty good... I might not like Gladiator, but maybe I think Highlander sucks a bit more right now. You know? Like, it's hard to... It's like, well... This isn't great, but at least it's not whatever the fuck this is. Am I right? We get to show off the kill though, which is, I guess, kind of nice. I'm going to cast Balustrade Spy. Do I enjoy playing Magic? Oh, I love it. It's great. I think it's the best game of all time. And yeah. I'm playing pretty goofy low tier decks usually here, which wouldn't be representative of the format. No, but see, that's the thing. I'm playing these because playing the high tier decks are also pretty bad. I think playing the top tier decks in the format is also just not great right now. You know? Sadly, isn't that most niche formats? People down on EDH as it grows, down on CDH as it grows, down on Canlander as it grows, down on the weird Planeswalker. Oh, Oathbreaker as it grows? No, growth is good. I think that just there are a lot of cards that exist right now that in formats like this where they are not really addressed, it kind of leads to some unexciting matches of Magic. But again, I'm the one that's I'm the one that's playing some dog shit too. So here's the kill. We mill our entire deck. We Cabal Therapy them. I'll name Hunted Wumpus. So now we have a Balustrade Spy and a zombie token because of our bridge from below. And then we can, I guess we have 3 right here. So you could bring back Hogak, but I have 3 creatures, which is enough for this Dread Return. Oh, wait, I have the Dread Return in my hand, right? Do I have a kill with this? Right. I went for the wrong line. Okay, hold up. I forgot to therapy myself and memed you instead. I have the Dread Return in hand. You're supposed to Dread Return yourself to get, or Cabal Therapy yourself to get Dread Return in hand, but I went for the meme line. Please concede. Yeah. I just went to meme on them. I went to meme on them by typing Hunted Wumpus, but you're supposed to Cabal Therapy yourself to get this into the graveyard. That wasn't a fuck up. I mean, it was a fuck up, but it was a fuck up in the sense of like, ha ha ha. What if I do the thing? But it's like, oh wait, shit. No, I actually need this. Furno, welcome back for the 2nd month. How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you. And may I say good to see you. Oh, well, I'm going to keep. Please concede. All right. I'm going to play Salundi Isle. So I think this is a turn 3 here. Because this Culling to Weak pays for the Undercity Explorer. I'm actually working on Canlander for Philly. I've done no such thing so far. But if SCG wants to run a Canlander event, I do love Philadelphia. Yeah, we might get turn 3'd first. Go for the Ranger's Guile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is another pump spell, this could be... I'm getting vibes of like this is a creature. And they're just hoping to draw the pump spell here. Oh, well, that's pretty good. We can't cast it right now. But I guess if we draw fast mana... So I'm going to play this Chromatic Sphere. I'm going to exile this for a green. Ooh. I'm going to play an ignoble hierarch. That was a good draw. Guy who's only seen creatures before. Getting creature vibes from that hand. Is this good TV? Is this good TV? Does this do anything for anyone? I mean, with Belcher, it felt like with Belcher there was more of a line, more of a like a process to it. Like this shit is. They're going to demonic consultation and they're going to name. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? They're going to name, yeah, invigorate, and it's they had one more card in their deck. Very cool. Yeah. You've played some Magic. It's fun to listen to and occasionally glance at while I play DFT. Okay. Well, if that's good. Sure. I'll go first. Yeah, this hand's kind of gross. This sucks. I'm sorry, Brett, but I'm sorry. No worries. Yeah, I went. I mean, this is like, have we had a game where have we had a match where a game goes beyond turn 3? Oh, I mean, I guess that Bard class game kind of did. Yeah, the Lauren one. Oh, have we had a game? I'm not gonna do this for the full stream. I'll do it for a portion of the stream, and then I'll switch off to something else. Haha. Haha, fucker, joke's on you. What's next deck? I have no idea. I'll let you know when we get there. Huh. Ahoy, Wilco. How you doing? Oh my god. My Hermit Druid. What is this fucking hand? You kept this? I mean, that the double. I guess the double hand attack's pretty good in this matchup. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Although it's a little expensive. I guess we need one more mana source and then it's good. Five color cascade stacks. Oh, the Septic Rats is pretty good. If they... But we can block that. I mean, not with Gravecrawler. We could block that. If we need to. Ooh. Do I want to draw a card? I think I do. I know this could get me back my Hermit Druid, but I kind of just want to get a Mana Dork in play. Search library. Oh, actually, is Magus of the Vineyard just like busted here? Yeah, it is. Holy shit. Holy shit. Magus of the Vineyard is broken. It's also okay, so can Americans help me out on this? I know that for whatever reason you celebrate Thanksgiving for like 3 weeks. But is it Is it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Like, is it the whole thing? It's just Thursday, Friday. That's already too long. It's one day, but you get the Friday off, right? They don't? Some places do? It's not even a long weekend? It's not a bank holiday? What the fuck? Do I need the 2 mana? Hold on, hold on. For 4. Damn. We're not fucked up, but not... We're fucked up, but not in the way I thought. Well, hold on. That's wild. I always thought it was like an actual... Because I know it's on the Thursday. I know that there's Black Friday, and that obviously service workers are going to have to work the holiday. That's the same with Canada, is that like even on our holidays, we have, you know, a lot of people just have to work. But I was under the impression that this was like a big deal. You know? GG's. I used to be mad. WPs. We got a match win. We got a match win, and that was a race. You know? Okay. James is the second. Please fight me. It's a big deal. Companies hate us. Yeah. It was against Infect. Yeah, but Infect's a real deck. Now that deck's real. I don't know about your build of it. Unless you played my build, then your build's great. Infect can kill people pretty quickly. Yeah, it's my list. I don't know. It can kill people pretty quickly. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this hand doesn't do anything except for go kind of fast. So I guess I'll keep it. Oh, we got the Mox Emerald. Yo. Damn. Bro's got the Mox Emerald. Have I heard of Jeskai? Yeah, I played Jeskai once or twice. Yeah, I've played that deck once or twice. Is there supposed to be music? There is. Is there not? It could just be it's just very quiet. Because we're listening to the... Here. We're listening to the calm ambient playlist. Full volume? No. It's... Yeah, it's just very quiet. You want it full? All right, full blast. I mean, it could probably be louder than it is. There's one thing I associate with Wheeler, it's calmness. Look, this is the only kind of music that won't get the VODs pinged on the YouTube. I could go for the routing difference, but that is it's basically the same shit. Or if I went for a custom routing setup, and I'm just like listening to, we're broadcasting whatever on here, and you know, the VOD's getting muted on Twitch, and I'm just like, you know, fucking just jamming out, and then on YouTube they'll see me be like, ooh, oh, and I'll just be, oh, know? Damn, killing it. All right, do you have a kill spell? They might have counter magic. Underground Sea Mana Vault usually means my opponent's up to no good. With like an Academy list or a Time Vault list. Or they could be like Esper Initiative. There are a couple of things. Palcatraz maybe, but... well, it depends on the Palcatraz build. Highlander usually means Sophia is up to go good. Yeah. Is there any format where people are just like... Maybe we should just stream only... I mean, Cube is, you know, people up to no good, but that's okay. Pre-modern? People jamming pre-modern? All right, that's it. Time to get time to become a full-time pre-modern streamer. It's just me against 3 Italian men over and over again. Wasteland, damn, they're popping off. Wasteland in your Mana Vault Grim Monolith Talisman deck. Tarkir drafts. When is Tarkir getting added on Arena? It's like December, is it 6th or 12th? I forget. I haven't really, 13th? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Damn, they're doing a lot. 2 cards left in hand. I'm going to play the Spruce Goose. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Crack for 3 green. Activate Hermit Druid. Oh fuck, Magic Online. Magic Online is really struggling. Always yes to Narcomoeba. I'd like to resolve Narcomoeba. I said hop in. I can Cabal Therapy them. I can name Force of Will here. Oh no, I was supposed to name Dread Return. Oh. Force of Negation? God fucking damn it. I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. Uh-huh. All right. Is there anything I can do? What can I... Is there anything I can do from here? Don't have the mana to cast this. I can cast Hogak. Don't think that does anything. Dread Return. God, I knew something was up. But I didn't think... yeah, I think I'm just dead. Okay. I don't know if this VOD's going on YouTube. I might just save this VOD and send it to Brett and be like, here you go, dude. Here you go. Like, we are goldfishing turn 3s consistently. It's just, you know, there are so many free spells. Oh, can I keep this? I feel like I can keep this. Because we have this. How is that a pun? It's a 50-50 on what they have. Holy shit, this is just Street Fighter again. Just playing RPS in the corner. All right, I'm gonna go for this one. Oh, they had the other one. Oh. Fluffosaurus, welcome back for the 18th month. How you doing? How you been? Glad to have it. Good to see you. Oh, cool. Wasteland? Hell yeah. Thank you for the support. I was belching. I haven't actually gotten to belch. This deck does feel like a more fragile... it feels like a worse version of Charbelcher, which is a wild thing to say. You know, it's not completely devoid of play, but I feel like the cost of that is just too high. You know? Like, some of the cards that we're playing are pretty bad. That was a hell of a draw, though. I mean, I guess any fast land would have done it. That's pretty good. Hope life's been treating me well. Yeah, it's been all right. All of the how do I word this? All of the responsible things in my life have been going pretty well, and then the ones that are not so, but then the other stuff is not been going well. You know, the like you know, the YouTube channel's going well. Been lifting, been trying to keep up on house stuff, which is easy to slip up in the winter and all that jazz. That's going pretty good. Got some really cool stuff coming up in the next couple of months. And then I also feel like I've just been losing at Magic and Street Fighter a lot. I guess I haven't been playing that much Magic. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone Battlegrounds is what I've been doing. Did lose in Pokemon, my Pokemon 99 League in the worst way possible, though. The classic. I started with a hit. You know, this is going to not track for many people. I'm against a Rain Dance deck. They have only a Squirtle. I have a Hitmonchan. I last away their entire hand. I put a Fighting Energy. I jab. They draw. It's a Lapras. I jab again. KO the Squirtle. They draw. It's Professor Oak. I lose that game. It was great. Okay. I'm going to play Crypt of Agadine, or whatever the hell this card's called. Okay, watch this. Everybody get your memes ready. I'm going to name Force of Negation. They're going to have Force of Will. Oh, they had neither. What the fuck is this deck? Oh. I'm going to need a list after this. Sheesh. Oak is the draw 7, yeah. I guess it's correct to keep the thing. I forgot that you can sack another creature with this card. All right, Narcomoeba. Cabal Therapy, you. Sacking this. Okay, so this is a good example of this line. So we Cabal Therapy, targeting them to... we know that they have hunted Urwumpus. Hunted Wumpus. We Cabal Therapy them. We know that the coast is clear, but we're converting our blue creature, Narcomoeba, into a black creature. And then we can cast Hogak from our graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 5. Cast Hogak from our graveyard. Now we have 3 creatures, and I can just dread return my Lawlith Giant. Where's my Lawless Giant? There's my Lawless Giant. But that's kind of neat. Like, we sacrificed the tapped one so that we have an untapped black creature here. To be able to convoke, all that jazz. Hello, longtime VOD watcher, first time on stream. Glad to have you, Reginald Marks. Good to see you. This is Exelia's deck from the Discord. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I've hit them up before. I don't have their updated list, but I hit them up a while ago because I was planning on playing it at a, for a weekly or a North 100 showdown. But I never got the... I think we had to reschedule. Uncle Ben is clean shaven and I'm scared. Oh, I've been buttery smooth for the past, I don't know, since before Halloween. So this hand has fast mana, but it doesn't do anything. Is that good enough? Then went dark screaming. Yeah, I'm in the dark. I shaved and now I don't have the lights on. I could put the lights on. Like, my head is like fine. It's, you know, not great today, but that's mostly because I didn't stream. And then trying to concentrate on playing Street Fighter when you have 5 other people hooting and hollering in voice chat really doesn't do it any favors. I'm going to mulligan. Yeah, I don't think people actually care about the lighting. Ooh, so this hand is likely just worse than the other one. But we have mana. Do I just keep this in? I think I keep this in Bottomless Noble. Yeah, we could turn the lights on if we wanted to, but people don't seem to care, and it is just kind of... These suck. Studio lights suck. They are so bad for you. They are just like even if you are just fine with bright lights, seemingly, that is like, that shit catches up on you. Uh-huh. Yeah, the arena film. I want to shave, but I got bullied for my small chin, so now I have a very large beard. I mean, if you feel like you look better with the beard, then... Okay, so we have to go for Belcher. We can't do the combo now. That's kind of funny. But I don't think that's that bad for us. Oh my god, mental misstep on the chromatic sphere? Oh, that's brutal. Mental misstep on the chromatic sphere. That's like wild. Because this deck is just filled with tutors. I mean, I guess if they're like worried about misstep was aggro, yeah, I don't know how I feel. Obviously, it's pretty good with the information that we have here, but you know. It just feels wild when we're a deck with, you know, Imperial Seal and Vamp Tutor and all that. I used to have a beard because I hated shaving. Now I take estrogen instead. I mean, it sounds efficient. Uh-huh. I don't know. I've liked not having a beard. It's nice. I do... See, I'm a fat guy, but I do have a jawline and like a chin. Like I got a jawline and like a chin. So, you know, I don't need like the beard. I'm not using the beard to like help create like this vision of a jawline. No shame if that's your game, because, you know, it's an effective one. Time-honored tradition. All right, Black Source. Okay. Yeah, I think some of these might be too expensive. Like the 3-mana ones. Gotta be thinking about that mental misstep for a while. It worked out, but it's... I don't know. I might be results-oriented thinking there. Dino Rider, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing and joining us. What up? How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you, and may I say good to see you. Thank you for the support. Yeah, my soft read for this deck is that it is a more vulnerable version of Belcher. Like, obviously haven't gotten too many games in with it, but Belcher is still relatively fresh in my mind. And so it's kind of like I'm getting, you know, at least an impression where I have some point of reference. Like I got something to work off, you know. Top. If I draw... Knowing you're off green and black and having the Wasteland in hand makes a bit of sense to me. Yeah, I guess. Still seems pretty aggressive. Especially when, like, you could just try to hit the thing. Like, I guess in the exact scenario where I have... Ooh. I don't have a draw here. So I have to play this tapped. I think I'm dead, though. Oh, but I'm dead. Am I dead either way? I imp... I can generate a lot of black mana. I don't know how much that does for me. I mean, I'll play this tapped. Narset doesn't matter. Narset means that I don't have the draw anyways. Yeah. I'm just dead. I think... Brett, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I think this deck sucks. It just feels like a slightly weaker Belcher. I'm going to make a couple of changes, though. Because I think, like, this Court of Calling's too pricey. These decks always just feel like they're better when you have access to Black Lotus, too. I mean, you're on the Vamp and the Imp Seal, but, like, just all in on the fast mana. What was the spread? The spread for Belcher was Wishclaw, right? It was, like, Wishclaw. It was Lotus. Oh, it was a Yogg-Will deck. So it was Lotus, Mana Vault, Wishclaw. Can't be the only one who lost this. Well, you just might have to be. Lotus is a bit better for... Let me think on it. I need to grab the other... Oh, no. Don't block Cardbot, too. I need them. I can get the other double-face model card here. Make it an even 30. Cocoon. I bought all the double-face modal cards, too. The uncommon ones. Just because it was, like, less than a ticket. And, made renting easier. Oh, is this not in here? I thought that... Wait. What am I missing? We have the Song of Treachery. Is it just not in the deck? Did I, like, exit out? Have I been on 99? I'm on 99 because of this. It's just not in the deck. Okay. Well, that's a pretty easy ad. Feels like maybe we should be on the red rituals, too. You know? Like... We can cut Silex. I'm gonna cut these. I think I want to cut. Like, we have the added benefit of playing all these tutors, right? So I think I want to go to a Lotus spread. Like, I could just rock Black Lotus. We don't have the same storm line we did. But if we cut those... I don't actually hate the compass as much as I do the Silex. But if I cut those... We could just do Lotus, Vamp Tutor, Mana Vault. I mean, we could put Wish Claw in this list. Kind of, the top of the deck tutors are a little awkward. Like, Sylvan Tutor is, you know, fine or whatever. So what if we add... What if we add red, black talisman? Like, how many cards? We need to add 9 cards. What if we add red, like Black Lotus, obviously. We have Black Lotus, Mana Vault, Wish Claw. I guess I get to play Imperial Seal if I do this. We could play Underworld Breach, because that actually lets us potentially kill, right? Like, if we... Like, Underworld Breach... Yeah, I'll still take the deck list. James's. We could just be on Lotus Breach. We lose Mana Vault. Maybe that's okay. Let me look at some of the Belcher cards that I have, because I don't want to turn this into Belcher, but I do want to add some of these cards. Black Lotus. I think Grim Monolith is also just okay. Like, it's a good card to have. I didn't see it. Good card to have. I did not see it in here. Carpet of Flowers. Rite of Flame, Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Mana Morphose, Seething. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we can add Black Lotus, Mana Vault. Could just play Vampiric Tutor, call it a day. And then our points are Mana Vault, Vamp Tutor, Black Lotus. Sure, let's try that. All right, let me rent these cards. Gilded Goose is also a little awkward. I assume we're on all the 1-drops. Birds, Llanowar, Elves, no Deathrite, but that kind of makes sense. Avacyn's Pilgrim, we're not on Arbor Elf, but again, that makes sense. We do have Elves of Deep Shadow. Elvish Mystic Noble. Okay. Could be on Blood Pet. Oh, and Recross the Paths. I want to get this fucking card out of here because I just can't play with it. Like, in paper maybe, but on Magic Online I think it's just not going to be... Like, I don't think we're going to be able to actually play with it. Black Lotus. Grim Monolith. Rite of Flame. Desperate Ritual. Pyretic Ritual. Seething Song. Mana Morphose. What was the other card I was going to play? Carpet of Flowers, right. Carpet of Flowers. Okay. Let's get those cards rented. This is barely Belcher. The belcher is kind of neat. I mean, this puts a little more oomph in like what we can belch for. Some oomph in what we can belch. Maybe barbed sextant isn't that bad. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and I should probably take out, yeah, Brett says take out Reforge with Recross. That makes sense. Because, like, you stack Reforge, and then you sculpt the 7-card hand, and then you go off there. But obviously, if we're not doing that, then this card is not going to be good enough. So we can get an additional card in here. I did say I kind of wanted to play Talisman of Black-Red. Those are all the green talismans. Yeah, I think Talisman of Black-Red is probably fine. Now that we're adding more red. Wild Cantor actually might be okay. Yeah, I think I want Wild Cantor. I usually want Wild Cantor. But, you know, here I'll especially take Wild Cantor. So what have we learned so far, though? You know, even we're making these updates. Without disruption, we're pretty fast, right? Like, we have shown that we can turn 3 or even turn 2 a couple of times. That's pretty impressive. We've also learned that we have a perfect matchup against I Used to Be Mad. I mean, that's, you know, one of the most lopsided matchups in the format is I Used to Be Mad versus... I Used to Be Mad versus this deck. Now, there is a big asterisk on that one because obviously, given the circumstances, while they used to be mad, they are now currently mad. Is there a deck in Highlander that plays Tinderwall? Yeah, this deck. Great suggestion. I forgot Tinderwall. I'm gonna try a Wild Cantor, and then we can maybe play Tinderwall. How much better is Gravecrawler than I guess Gravecrawler you can technically like make a zombie token, play it, sack it, and play it again, which is kind of nice. There's some play to that. How much do I need to donate for me to edit out my loss? $50 and this VOD doesn't air. Actually, no, that's way too low. To edit out your loss? $50. Huh? What if I just edit in loss? Kiefer just says, what if you just edit in loss and then chuckles to himself? No, look, we're an hour and 15 minutes into this VOD. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. We gotta at least make 2 hours on this bad boy. We gotta spend 2 hours with this deck, minimum. So yesterday, as I'm adding these cards, yesterday, I made us some pretty tasty vegan baked beans and cornbread. And I don't know, it was very tasty. Would make again. Would maybe change the recipe because I gotta voice something. I gotta voice a complaint I have with some vegan recipes. And I would expect this from everybody. Oh, that's not how you spell that This is something I would not necessarily expect from a vegan website that makes only vegan recipes. Why you got so much sugar in your shit? It's so sweet. Everything, like everything they made, I know that cornbread is a sweeter, you know, bread. Did I miss another card? What was I supposed to add here? Did I add carpet of flowers? I did. Got the Cantor. Did I not account for... Oh, I accounted for the Recross the Past, but not the Reforge the Soul. So I should get a Tinder Wall in here. Or the Black-Red Talisman. Sugar is the only way brand new vegans will not feel sad. That's the thing. Is that like... it's cornbread. Does it have to be that sweet? It tasted like a dessert. Cornmeal's already going to be like it's already going to be sweet enough. Much like my husband. Oh, he doesn't need that sugary sweet enough.
Eggs, EGGS eggs.
All right, I'm grabbing a Tinder Wall and we're calling it there. Is Once Upon a Time good here? Ooh. That's a spicy suggestion. Maybe. I'm gonna say no. Corn equals high fructose corn syrup. No, but even normal corn is just a sweeter thing. Trust me on this. I used to be mad, donated $50. I can leave the game in the VOD, just please edit my name out. Okay, so I'm going to edit your name out for the matchup only. This is going to be left in. This whole spiel here is going to be left in. Can I change their name to Penerdus? Yeah, but that'll cost you $50. How much to add their name back in? To add their name back in, $50. You know the drill here. I'll do anything for $5 as long as it's not a lot of work, but if it's actual work, it's going to be at least $50. How much for me to give? How much for you to give me $50? You have to pay me $55 for me to give you $50. All I'm saying is L, holy shit. L gave L gave $50 and said, what if we change their name to Surge? Okay, that I could get behind. That I could get behind. It means that this VOD might take a little bit longer to get online. Yeah, I'm just gonna, so just to clarify, I am going to go back and I'm going to edit the, yeah, I'll count that as a medium black workshop as well. I'm going to go back, I'm going to edit the video so that instead of playing against I Used to Be Mad, I'm playing against Serge Jaeger. And change the avatar to Serge's LRR headshot. Okay, hold on. Let me write this down so I remember. To do. Edit. Remove. I Used to Be Mad. Name plus. Name. Add. Surge. Name plus. What's Surge's moto name going to be? Leave that part of the stream in the VOD? Yeah, of course. All that's going to get left in the VOD. And also this explanation is going to be left in the VOD. So they're going to watch it and they're going to be very confused until they either read the comment section or they, yeah. The Surge _ Jaeger _ number 2 Lance pilot. Storm counts 1, please fight me. Oh, this will be finally an interactive match. One that we've all been waiting for. This is money well spent. Money well spent. Also, people are inevitably going to share it with Surge, and he's going to be like, what happened? And why am I not getting a cut of this bit? It's okay. I've got to assume either two conclusions. One, Surge either just never mentions me on his stream at all, or two, anytime he's playing like a city sim and he like needs to like name the corrupt sanitation commissioner, he just calls him Wheeler or something. Something like that. Will Storm Counts 1 please report to the fisticuffs? It's getting cold, Jack. I mean, I'm in shorts and a fucking baseball shirt, but it's getting cold. If Storm Count 1 is not here, I'll actually fight L, and then we can come back to you. L, please fight me. I strike me as more of a corrupt transit authority. Yeah, but I'd be corrupt in a way that I would try to somehow get more money going to my union guys, you know? All right, here we go. Oh yeah, the deck's really coming together. No lands, shaking my head. Another no land hand? Oh. Well. I'm going to keep this. But should I have kept this? Like, we have mana. This. I think it's keeping these. Although, if I was playing Merfolk, this might go poorly. Fuck. No. It's finally 50 degrees Fahrenheit where I am. I have no idea what Canada cold is like. I mean, it's not that cold here. It's cold enough that I give a shit, you know? It's cold enough that I'm like, oh, it's like, I wish I was wearing socks. Ooh.
And that's no regular monkey. His name's Wheeler.
I'm gonna play the bog. Right now it is. Oh, it's -1 in Toronto. It's 6 degrees. 6 Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is 42 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not bad. Mind you, we're on the ocean. That part is bad. Savai Triumph to Mox Ruby? Oh, Christ. Okay, wait, that might be bad. Everything is bad. $700, thank you for the 205 bits. Could you talk about Bequeathal at some time during the stream? I love that card. I'm going to mention it on the upcoming Shiva and Wheeler Love Magic episode of Exodus, which we're recording sometime soon. Yeah, Bequeathal's great. It's 1 green enchantment aura. When an enchanted creature dies, you draw 2 cards. I remember seeing that card when I was young. Oh no. No, the hard counter. Fuck. Damn, what if we just like got a Hogak out and that was our game plan? That might actually work. But you can't spend mana on the spell, right? I forgot that you can't spend mana on the spell and I can't convoke with this. Well, All right, Belcher it is. 32 degrees. Wait, 32 degrees Celsius? Are you in Australia? I could go for some 32 degrees Celsius weather. Bequeathal is great though. Oh, Australia? We're in Aussie. Are you in Perth? Shout out to Perth. They got a shipyard and everything. Callous Blood Mage. That's also kind of a scary card. Keeping up all that mana is a little worrisome. Do they have... They might have Even Mind Sensor. Queensland. Gotcha. I could crack this Black Lotus for some green mana. I think I just save this and try to draw whatchamacallit. We don't even have the thing. I mean, this Moldify was kind of rough. Got a shipyard in a weird opera house, Kappa? You know. They've disconnected. I'll take a bit. I'll take the win. On the VOD, I'm just going to edit out their name and put, I used to be mad. That's good beats. Bunch of Aussies. I think the Aussies enjoy... first off, Aussies just like Eternal Magic and Singleton. You know? Secondly, Aussies like... I assume you like Canadians. Canadians like Aussies. Yeah. They're like the regional evolution. This joke sucks. Canada is reverse Australia. And yet we have so many similarities. Also, I find Aussies like a good dagger, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we have very similar types of racism. Somebody in chat literally said, yeah, we got loads in common, like free healthcare and racism. They love a good dagger, like they like a good jab. Americans tend to get really defensive a lot of the time. Brits too, but not as much. Yeah, real big on the banter. They love chirping. Yeah, it's you know, chirping, jawing, banter, daggers. They love it. They get into it. Barbs. They love the barbs. They found themselves a Ragon and a Bowmasters. Belcher, baby. Wait, this was end of turn? Oh, I'm fucked. Have we belched yet? No. Because, well, I can try to go... They haven't played the Lauren yet. Which makes me feel like they have an Even Mind Sensor. Or there's something else that they have that's like instant speed. They've been very good about keeping up 3 mana. So I'm a little worried about trying to find like a tutor. Blow it all up. To be fair, us Brits are very good at being defensive. We've never been successfully invaded since 1066. Yeah. This doesn't help this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. This looks bad, but if we draw a tutor or a belcher, we can just kill them. What the hell is this? Oh, it's Jurassic Park. Oh, it's dino themed. Knickknacks, welcome back for the 16th month. What up? How you doing? How you been? Thank you for all the support. Glad to have you. Good to see you. Play the Valakut. Well, the problem is that like I need these cards to kill them. This is where it this is where it gets a little awkward. Is that like tucking in some number of these cards at 3 mana is still quite a cost, right? There's quite a cost associated with that. I'm at 5. Reanimate the Imp Recruiter. Oh, my Chancellor of the Tangle. No. Get a Recruiter of the Guard. Damn, they're recruiting. Jesus. What is this? An American shopping mall outside of the GameStop with all the recruiting they're doing? Huh? Fuck. No, don't grief me. No, actually, does this matter? It kind of matters because we don't have green. Oh no, it does matter. Shit. The Anime Exo with the Masato cosplayer. I saw that. That was wild. Wild. Like it's just so we've reached that kind of level of hell, huh? All right, so this is where we're going to be where it's going to be big funny. And oops, we drew the Belcher. It's too slow. Okay, great. Mull to 5 didn't cast a spell all game. I don't know how much more I'm going to play this deck. I said I'd make it to 2 hours at least, but you know, at what cost? Oh, no. Fucking no. God. Well, I get to add a green on my first main phase. I'm going to keep. And so this lets me get a Jeweled Amulet in play. What if I bottom that? Is my opponent playing the equivalency, Canlander equivalency of Rakdos Scam? Kinda. I mean, that's probably a bit of a stretch. They're on Mardu Initiative from the looks of it. Or it could just be Mardu Blink, although they're basically the same thing. It does play a lot of the similar kind of cards. You know, you have a lot of overlap in the cards that you would play in those decks. Okay. Well, I can Jeweled Amulet here.
Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs!
And then charge up. Play this and pass. What's the finale target? Hermit Druid. Against Mardu, it's real bad. Although maybe we wait and just get up to 6 mana for Balustrade Spy. I can see it. Captain Belly, welcome back for the 14th month. What up? How you doing? How you been? Glad to have you in May. Say good to see you. Thank you for the support. The Librarian's Year. Ooh, Manamorphose. I'm not in a rush, so I'm just going to do this. I could have Cabal Ritual into Manamorphose into Dev for 2 and find Hermit Druid. I don't think Hermit Druid is our kill against this. Like, you got stuff. You're up to something. You got kill spells. At least with the Balustrade Spy, if I'm going to die, it's going to be to some other stupid reason. We belchin'. I've yet to belch today, Eat the Rich. We're more doing Hermit Druid, oops all spell stuff. Oh, no, not Ligma. Ligma is kind of scary. Much like playing Guile, we're charging. Perfect! Though this deck is far from perfect. Just a Street Fighter reference. Not even like an iconic Guile line. Oh. Ha! All right. Well, yeah, let's do this. Me. Pay that. Sack that. Going home to become a family. Yes, I do. Yes. Turn 4. I feel nothing. Maybe that's what it is. With Belcher, you know, when you get the Belcher kill, sure, I'll show it off because this time I have 0 creatures in play. Yeah, I'll show off the line because I have 0 creatures in play right now, which is a little different from the previous ones. So we get our Narcomoeba. We've milled our entire deck. We get our Narcomoeba. Narcomoeba comes into play. I'm going to Cabal Therapy them. Sacrificing the Narcomoeba. Makes a zombie. Cabal Therapy, targeting them. Solitude, although mind you, they could Solitude normally, which makes me believe that I want to play some other card here as well. Like, I don't know if there's another good example. Maybe Fate Stitcher is too weak. So now we have a zombie in play, which lets us cast Gravecrawler from our graveyard. Which means we've gone from 0 creatures to Narcomoeba being 1 to converting Narcomoeba into another creature. This one a black creature and a zombie, which lets us replay Gravecrawler. Which now we have 2 black creatures in play. Oh, you're lagging. So I can cast Hogak. Petal, Ameria, Black Lotus, this, and Chowler. Sure, none of those are creatures. So now we have 3 creatures in play, which means that we can Dread Return. Getting back the Lotleth Giant for the kill. So yeah, there we go. And then we dome them out with Lotleth Giant for 30. Which is funny because now another way that this deck can lose, I guess that's part of why the Belcher is in here too, is that like we can just die because our opponent hit us with a Batterskull. You know? That's kind of scary. Gravecrawler in hand. 1 land, Lion's Eye Diamond, Mana Vault. Ooh. What does this do? This gets out Hermit Druid really quickly. Do I want that? Is that enough? I think I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah. This hand sucks. But if we draw another land, we could play this Talisman. I think I keep this hand. Because it has Belcher, which is gonna be the way that we win the game. That first hand looked okay, but like the Hermit Druid line is just so vulnerable against Mardu, remove everything. Yeah, we lose to Vampire Nighthawk. My opponent played Land Moxjet, Gifted Aetherborn, and I lost. Like a Crow Mox would be great. Tier. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Magic Online? Crow Mox would have been great there. It does feel kind of bad because, like, this deck, in a weird way, I think this deck had a very small window where you could play it, which was after the modal double face, because there were Modern Horizons 2 was when? Modern Horizons 2 was June 2021. And Zendikar Rising was 2020, September 2020. So I imagine that, like, after Zendikar came out, but before we got access to Ragavan, Dragon's Rage Channeler, you know, Endurance, Solitude, Grief, certainly before the initiative cards, before the, you know, the push for Outland Liberator and Cathar Commando and all that kind of stuff. There was like a sweet spot where you could play this deck and it might have been okay. But now it's just like every deck can play on turn one super well. You know, most decks. Like, you kind of have to be doing something on turn one that's relevant. You either need to be like playing a card, being able to kill a card, being able to hand tack someone, or you need to like fetch a Triome and then free spell your way into a dominant position, right? So yeah, it'll it's kind of weird. But I feel like this deck, very goofy, obviously pretty goofy, but also it's very, it's goofy, but there are shades of like, oh, I could see this working, you know? I could see this being a thing. But now it's just kind of embarrassing that you just don't really have much to do. What? Death and Taxes is like still a reasonable deck you can play in Legacy, right? I mean, Bowmasters is kind of messed up, but like people constantly put up 5-0s with that deck on Magic Online. Although I haven't actually looked at Eternal Weekend. Oh, you'd have to buy Scrublands? Scrubland is the cheapest land, is it not? I'm just dead. All right. Do I want to hold out for one more? I'll hold out for one more. No, Ella's not going to become Surge as well. All right, I'll do one more with this deck, and then I think I'll call it. If you want to play more, like I'll switch to a different deck is what I mean. I'm not calling the stream. Hello, are you there to fight? But I will swap to a different deck. We could swap to the Omniscience deck. Was it Alexia? I wonder. Yeah, the 5-color Walker Oath. Yeah, this list looks wild. There's some cards in this deck that are kind of messed up. Yeah. We can play the mirror. Ooh. Oh, it's Exelia. Excuse me. Yeah, I hit them up a while ago. How about Dungeon Master Alec? Please fight me. Fight me, please. No belch? I mean, if I can, I'll try to belch this game. I was trying to belch in a couple of those games there. This is kind of a neat thing. It like, I'm getting big vibes of like, you know, it's neat that this deck can exist. Oh, you're here. All right, great. Then I'll fight you. Please add me, or challenge me. That is my name. You may challenge me. I do not know how. What is your name on Magic Online? You need to hit the hay. Oh, running away, I see. Okay. Catch you later. I used to be mad. Have a good one. Ooh, paradoxical. Damn, you snagged PO? I have... What? This says that you are not in the system. That's because I added a space. Alright. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to set the clock at whatever. I'm going to pick vintage. I'm going to play this Oops All Belcher. I'm going to send the challenge. You're going to win the run back? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, I was switching decks to just give you an easier chance. But actually, what I meant to say was, what do you mean? We haven't even played I Used to Be Mad. we don't get a chance to play today. It's because I played against Surge. It must have really racked up. Okay, so this is, I mean, we have Black Lotus, so I'm going to keep. But this is kind of goofy. So this is the kill con. Destroy the evidence. This one doesn't get brought up because it's more expensive and not great, but it's 6 mana. 5 mana, but you need an additional black because you have to do the Gravecrawler line. Unless we manage to get a creature in play, right? Oh, they all get a 5. Come on, Black Lotus. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We could Lotus for these 2 creatures. Is that worth it? Because then I can Diabolic Intent one of them away. But that's so bad against like a red deck. I think I'm gonna wait for a turn. Yeah, you Stone Rain yourself, which is pretty hilarious. Like if I go Black Lotus 2 1-drops and then they Fork Bolt me, like that's pretty terrible. Prismatic Vista Mox Emerald Pass. Huh. I'm going to play Lane Go. Yeah. Gets Furied, gets Contagioned. Even if just one of them dies, it's pretty bad. Although I can convert it into something else with Diabolic Intent. And then at that point, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my graveyard, so I can't even, like, Cabal Writ. I guess Dark Ritual would still be okay. Not great, though. Prismatic Vista for basic Swamp. Oh, I'm getting Laliad. Mind Twist? No. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. It's Hermit Druid time. No. Ah! My fight money. Oh, and I can't... Wait, this card can't even get Hermit Druid. Oh, but it could get a... this can get Undercity Informer. I guess it can also get Balustrade Spy. That's why it's in here. Right. Because Balustrade Spy is a vampire, but Hermit Druid's a human. Which is kind of funny. I still don't think I'm going for the Lotus of these Dorks line. I'm slowly compiling. I don't think this deck can beat that card. All right, we need to get Belcher because I cannot beat. Oh fuck yeah! This deck has some, again, Modern Horizons 2. You got that 9-month window. You got a 9-month window with this deck where you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, shit. But if we draw Belcher, it's a 1 in 90. It's so easy. We just need to draw Belcher. We even have the 7 mana. Come on, Belcher, Belcher, Belcher. The pressure's not that bad, right, Kappa? Belcher. You know what they need to print? We have Trinket Mage, we have Tribute Mage, we have Trophy Mage, and we have Treasure Mage. Where is my find a 4-drop mage? You know? Where is my find KCI, Aetherflux Reservoir, Goblin Char Belcher, the One Ring? Oh, actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Maybe I don't want this card. Wait a minute. Never mind. Cut, cut. Yeah, we have so many turns to draw Belcher. What would it be called? Trust Fund Mage. We have Trinket. What is it? Trinket, Trophy, Treasure. Here's the unfortunate part about Tribute Mage. Tribute Mage is already getting used. Wait, Tribute Mage is the 2-1. What's the one I'm thinking of? Trinket, Tribute, Trophy, Treasure. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 6. There's an alchemy one that I'm forgetting, or that I conflated. What? What did you say? What does that mean? Does that mean what I think it means? I'm not saying that on camera. You're trying to get me canceled. Trove Mage. Oh, hell yeah. You got my Black Lotus? Okay. Fucking done. Okay. All right. Trawler Mage? Temptation Mage. That sounds a little too horny. Has Quintorius made a home in 5-color Cascade? Well, they're currently on pregnancy leave, so they haven't. I mean, they're welcome a spot, right? But they haven't been here yet. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand's gas. Kinda. Actually, hold on. Nobody gives a shit about Skyclave Cleric. Tracksuit Mage? They're still thinking about a name. I'm trying to pick, like, you know, Treasure. Treasure's a good one because it's big, right? You're getting a big thing. That's my upkeep, that's why. So I'm trying to think of, like, one that you could use that kind of suggests a certain level of importance to what you are grabbing, right? Like that either what you are grabbing is important, or that what they are seeking is like the act of them seeking something of that importance is being, like, you know. That's why I went with, like, temptation. First thought is because it's, you know, it's so tempting to find, like, this, right? The big thing. The Aetherflux, the Aetherworks Marvel, the Aetherflux Reservoir, that sort of thing. Okay. Retreat mage. Well, I think they want to keep up the T theme, you know? Treasurer mage. Truck nuts mage. Tinkering mage? Yeah, that's not bad. Tinkering mage is pretty good. Because it also, like, you know, you get the... Like, it fits the artificer theme, and then it's also just like... If you have some knowledge of magic history, then you also get the whole, like, oh, I'm, you know, tinker. It's tinker. Tugboat. Tugboat mage. All right, let's get our beatdown going. Or should I cast this? You know what? I'm going to cast this Black Predation. There's a chance that we could just leave them without like any gas in their hand. Oh, get that Garrick out of here. Ah. Trademark mage. Talented mage? No, that's too generic. Filthy casual. What up? How you doing? How is it going? How you been? Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining us and for subscribing. Trans rights or humans rights mage? That's a lot of words, but I mean, we'll get there. Tezzerit's mage. Tezzerit's mage would actually be kind of funny because it begins with T and it finds a 4-drop. And when you play Tezzerit the Seeker, the largest artifact you can find is a 4-drop. So I actually like that. I think that one is pretty hot. Tractor mage? Well, you know, it ain't easy work, but it's honest work. John Tapper mage. John Taffer? Tapper. John Taffer mage. Oh no. So I can't draw my mana dorks. We can draw whatchamacallit, Balustrade Spy or what do they get back? Oh, they fucking found a Laelia. Did they raw dog mill into Laelia? Oh, okay. All right. It's fine. Everybody calm down. It's fine. You know. Oh. Come on. Balustrade Spy. Trendy mage? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good way of going it too. You could have it be trendy mage, and it's just somebody who's like, you know, picking up they're making this. Oh, wait, you just fucking die. I could see trendy mage be a thing. Like, you can, there's a world where you could have it be called trendy mage, and I can see the artwork for it, and it's, you know, so like a very young, like eager person that is like creating this thing, and like it's a young artificer at this college of artificers, and this will make them popular with their schoolmates or whatever. Like that fits into like the magic. That fits into like a more modern magic kind of design. Sounds like an uncard. Maybe if it was like 20 or 10 years ago, yes. But now, I don't know. You could put trendy on a thing. Have you seen the kind of things they put on magic cards like in universe? It's wild. Okay. So we're dead unless we draw exactly Balustrade Spy. Or I guess I have enough mana that I can draw whatchamacallit? What's the 3-mana one? All right. I don't think this deck is actually... I don't think you can consider this deck playing Magic. Because I don't feel like I played Magic. GG Storm Count. Okay. So, I'm done playing this deck. And I'm going to wrap this up in a way for the VOD. And then I'm going to swap to a different deck. So if you're watching the VOD, congratulations, you get twice as many uploads. Isn't that great? But just giving you all a heads up. So I do have thoughts on this deck. My like elevator pitch to not playing this deck is that it pilots too similarly to 9-land Belcher, but with a series of added weaknesses. And I don't like that. It feels, at times, it can be a bit quicker. Like, if your opponent's doing nothing, right? Like a turn 1 or turn 2 Hermit Druid is just going to kill people, right? If it goes unchecked. The problem is that this card is very easy to check, especially without any protection on your end or disruption or any of the other things that other decks that could play Hermit Druid are likely to run. The mana base is somehow worse than the 9-land one, because even though you're playing 30 lands, you have these lands that don't do anything, right? With the 9-land Belcher, all you need is 1 mana source to find your land, and when you find your first land, you tend to find your second land, right? It sets yourself up moving forward. This deck is kind of, it felt like, okay, I just have these cards in my hand, and I guess I'm like going to keep them. It's weird to say, but it feels like I have so many extra do nothing cards. Except what they do is that they're the worst like guild gate in the world. They're like a monocolored guild gate for something I don't need. So yeah, I do think that this list is kind of interesting, that it could function, and that it did indeed beat Serge Jaeger in a match of Magic the Gathering. But overall, it also just wasn't that fun, you know? This is the kind of thing where Belcher was like originally a thought experiment, where it was like, I wonder what the lowest number of lands you can play in a deck is, and have that deck still be able to win a tournament. And we figured it out, right? It was like 8 lands on that Belcher list, taken down to Thursday. Like, that's a thing that you can do or could do at one point in time. We tried it again recently. It definitely felt a little bit worse, but it still had something. And that deck, yeah, it felt piloting that deck felt like standing around a craps table with all your friends in Vegas and be like, come on. Ah! Everybody cheers or whatever when you get there. But this deck, when you had the kill, it was just like, okay, well, I'm going to do this, and I get to do that. And I don't know. It doesn't scratch the same itch. So I'm sorry for ragging on it so much, Brett, but I gave it the go. If you are looking for something similar, I will put the 9-land Belcher list and the link to the 9-land Belcher VOD in the description as well. But yeah, this is sure existed.